It's a very special night here at Grady NewSource.
It is a very special night. We've been reminiscing all day on the past semester, but now we have a guest with us, John Pruitt, to help us out a little bit.
Yeah, one of your beloved teachers is retiring today, Steve Smith. He means a lot to you, I know, and all the students here. I'm John Pruitt, retired anchor at WSB Television, and I've worked with Steve Smith and been his friend for more than 30 years. I can tell you he's a consummate journalist, but the thing he does best and the thing he loves most is teaching journalism. And the students here at NewSource and UGA and those in television stations across the country will attest to what Steve Smith has meant to them and their lives. So we want you to know a few things about Steve Smith, this remarkable man who has done so much for the field of broadcast journalism and touched so many lives.
From radio to TV to the Valley Stream, Steve Smith has seen it all.
Putt-putt flea market golf, which is going the way of Mart, soon to be a...
This Indiana University grad rose through the ranks in his 40-year career to become Atlanta's news king. Smith made his first footprint in the Atlanta news market in 1976 with WSB Radio. A year later, he signed on with WXIA-TV.
I hired Steve at WXIA more than 20 years ago when he was kind of a second-line radio reporter at WSB. Brought him into WXIA to produce the weekend news, do some reporting, and he's one of those rare talents who can do everything there is to do in a television newsroom.
Smith would work twice at 11 Alive, opposite stints with ABC News, including a 5-year run as bureau chief. A decade after he left, former colleagues still remember his impact.
I cannot think of any other news director that I've worked for, and I've worked for a lot of them, who has been more of a mentor, more of a friend.
Driving into work one morning, my mother, who had been ill for a number of months, passed away at like 5 in the morning. I called Steve, looked out at the window and driveway in about 12:30. Here comes Steve Smith driving up with a carload full of sandwiches and drinks and food and cooler with ice.
But possibly most important to Steve, his students.
Period.
Okay.
Those who he's mentored and inspired to become the next generation of journalists.
There's an old country saying that says, if you see a turtle on a fence post, you know it didn't get there by itself. Well, I'm the turtle, this is my fence post, and you're the one that put me here.
Starting next week, Steve Smith, the man not afraid to bust a move, or dance as a banana, will be found exclusively fishing and golfing. We wish him well, but don't be surprised to see him the next time news breaks.
So this is Steve Smith today, your final NewSource newscast. And I have to tell you, Steve is retiring after many years teaching here, but he's never going to retire from those students who've gone into the world of journalism, who need some advice, who need some mentoring. He will always be available by telephone, by email. He keeps in touch with them all. And what are there? More than 600 out there at least.
Yeah.
Congratulations, my friend.
Well, John, this is a huge and wonderful surprise to see you here.
Listen, it's my pleasure.
You guys, how did you pull this off? You know what?
I wasn't by myself. Well, first off, with a little help from your wife. There was a special project story earlier in the semester that Jeffrey and I were working on that was fake from the beginning. I need to move this way. We actually went to Atlanta and met your wife. She gave us a bunch of material. But actually, a lot of people have been posting to Facebook, and I'll ask our control room if they can put up the Facebook VO. You'll see there's a group with over 500 people in it that have been posting content and messages to you. And if we could roll on that, we'll just show you a little bit of what that looks like, and we'll certainly share that with you in a little bit. Here it is here. So there's been a Facebook group for the past few weeks. People have been posting messages to you. And actually, you got a tweet today, too, from Mark Potter at NBC tweeted you out saying that you're a great guy. So I don't know if you know this, but you're a social media hit today.
And that's what I know nothing about. Well, I can't be more flabbergasted, and you guys are so thoughtful, and it's just been a marvelous run, and I can't believe you did this. This is just unbelievable.
Well, I don't think any of us could have asked for a better teacher or mentor this semester, so we really appreciate it.
I don't think anybody could have asked for better people to work with. I got to tell you guys, I'm honored that I was able to, you know, have the time to be able to work with you guys. And I'll tell you what, watching that show tonight, I couldn't be prouder of the work you guys did. You did a great show, and Allie and Arisha directing this thing, and all the technical crew that did this. But you know, I just, you know, I was bursting. Not that I had too much lunch, but no, really, I was, because you guys were you're so professional. You're so engaged. I mean, it was terrific. And the last 2 days with, you know, our other group, because, you know, you guys have been working so well together, which makes us feel really good. Professor Castiglione and I, and Glenda Smith, who is really unsung, but keeps the technical part of this going. So, thank you very much. I'm very happy, and I'm very proud of you all.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Good night. That's it, huh? You get out on time? Even that, huh?
Of course not.
You gave me the microphone. You never give me the microphone.